All right. Hello, everybody. Today, I am recording this video to talk about and reflect upon some things that I have experienced. Mainly just emotions, feelings, and you may feel the same way, you may not. Um, I really don't know how to say this perfectly, but I feel like my anxiety is starting to control my social life. Um, and what I mean by that is I haven't really been very present with anybody these last couple months. I really haven't been doing a whole lot. It's really just been, you know, doing same life stuff. I want to go out and I want to meet people, but I just don't do it. Um, it's hard to meet people that you can trust these days because anybody will take any type of vulnerability and turn it against you. And I think I'm stuck in some kind of loop that I don't know how to get myself out of. I've tried therapy, haven't tried medicine, but I'm trying to take this on myself, and I'm kind of stumped. Um, like I wanna go out and like I wanna meet all sorts of new people, all sorts of new connections, and like do all sorts of stuff and just meet all sorts of cool people and do amazing things. But when it comes down to it, I just don't do it. I don't. Um, my anxiety gets the best of me. I start to overthink and stay in. I'm always thinking like, I don't want to I don't want to go at it alone, Um and these past couple months it's just also been really feeling like I've been watching my life instead of living it, which is very sad to say. Um so when I say that I overthink and I stay in, um what I mean by that is I always want I start off wanting to go out, right? But um I always I always want to go out, but I have like this like this fear of being alone in public, especially at like a bar. And then, you know, like a situation like at a bar, and like I have a fear of being alone in that situation. But that's how you meet people. Um I always feel like first impressions are scary because, first impressions say a lot about people, and I kind of like feel like people judge me for the things I say, even though, to me it seems totally normal, or the things I do. But because of the way I have been feeling these last couple of months, it feels like my whole personality has just slowly drifted into, I don't want to say nothing, but it feels muted. Like it feels like there's been a damper put on it, and I don't like it. I don't feel myself socially at all anymore. I barely I don't recognize who or what I'm saying or who I am sometimes. I don't know. It's tricky. Um, but the whole other thing with this too is there's just the loops of anxiety as well too. So I have it's like a loop, and my anxiety leads to I avoid going out, and then I avoid it, and then I feel lonely, and then my loneliness just makes my anxiety worse. And I feel like I cannot escape that loop sometimes. Now, the reason why I say that I have been experiencing this for a couple months now, I had a situation where I opened up to somebody. I thought this was somebody that I could trust. And they seemed like they trusted me as well too. They were also very vulnerable. I was vulnerable. But one day, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, completely blindsided me, this person decided to take all of that vulnerable information that I gave them and then turn it against me. For whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know why this person did this. That's the crazy part. I don't know why this person did this, and I'm never going to know why that person did that. Now, that person can list all the reasons as to why, but I don't think they're telling the truth. But ever since then, and that's another thing too, is because people aren't truthful, people can't be truthful, I've been more guarded about how I go about myself and how I go about finding people that I want to, trust and be with. And just because of that one situation, I don't say, things don't roll off the tongue the same way. I don't express myself in the same ways anymore because I think this is the anxiety right here. It screwed me up because I thought, I always thought that if you were respectful and, I always thought if you were respectful and you always treat another person with mutual respect, you will get that respect back. That's not true. That is not true in the slightest. People will just they will just lie to your face, unfortunately, and that is the reality that we live in this generation now. People will lie to your face, they will get what they want, and then they will dip. And it hurts. It really hurts because it makes me think that, I have to come to the conclusion that, what happened, I shouldn't blame myself for it because it wasn't my fault that it ended, but it's just a whole bunch of past stuff being dragged up that, hasn't been talked about in 2 years, and then to be judged for it after being vulnerable with this person for more than a month, that hurts. And then just for them to to chew you out for just absolutely no reason. I don't understand why people exist like that. They're actually horrible people. But the thing is, after that, I know what to look for. I know what to look for in people. That is the important part. I learned what to look for in people to avoid that type of person. So I got here. So here's what I'm trying to do now. I try to go on daily walks outside for my mental health. Going on a walk really does wonders. Like if you ever feel sad, just go outside. Just go outside for a walk. Clear your mind. Clear your mind. I want to stop overthinking everything, but that's that's easier said than done. Especially without help of therapy or medicine or anything like that, because I don't. I'm diagnosed ADHD, right? And I've taken meds. I've taken meds all the way up to the age of 18, and I still take them here and there, but I don't. Not right now though. I don't take my ADHD meds because I believe I need to learn how to live my life without them, but I don't know the point I was trying to make with that, but I really want to get out more, and I also just really want to try to feel like myself again. That's really the main thing, because I don't really feel like myself anymore. I just feel like this guy who's just here doing absolutely nothing, has no idea what he's doing, no friends. Well, with friends, but do I really trust them? They're gonna hear this and they're gonna be like, "What?" It's like, yeah, I said that. I said that. Do I really trust you guys? Do I? Consider that. Anyways, I trust a couple of you though. I trust a couple of you, but you know who you are. But yeah, it's just like trying to feel like myself again before I came to college, I guess. I don't know. But I've just had a lot happen, and I don't know if anybody has experienced this themselves, or if it's just, I mean, I bet there's plenty of ish people who've had this, but I don't have this figured out. I don't think anybody else has this figured out, but I just know I don't want to stay stuck like this, because it sucks. Thank you.